Hello YouTube. Hello fellow simmers. My name is Panos. I'm an A320 airline pilot and I would like to welcome you to my channel and my first video. Today I have chosen to fly a real world service, the British Airways Flight 426 from London Heathrow to Napoli Capodichino Airport, flown by an Airbus A319. Now, for this flight, we will utilize, of course, the amazing A319 IAE engines from Phoenix. Regarding the scenery, we have the fabulous London Heathrow scenery from Mini-Builds and the Napoli scenery from RD Presets. Here, I would like to mention that I am not sponsored by any of them, so every statement in this video is my personal opinion only. Now with that out of the way, I would like to share with you the reason I've chosen this particular flight to be my first video. And that would be actually the very interesting approach that Napoli has to offer. It is a steep one, going over mountainous terrain, and as a pilot, someone has to be very proactive in order not to end up unstabilized in this approach. So without further ado, let's jump in the cockpit and start with the preparation. In this channel, we will use real world procedure every time. So let's start. Initially, first things first, when we meet up for the flight, we will check any particular OEBs that this particular aircraft has. And then we check the aircraft configuration summary, which is a list actually of some systems that this particular plane has, opposed with another aircraft maybe that doesn't have this system. In every fleet, in every airline, not all the planes have the same systems installed. For instance, let's take the autopilot TICAS. It is a new system introduced the latest years, and it's not installed on every A320 family aircraft. So that's the reason why we utilize the aircraft configuration summary before each flight. Then we check the flight plan, which we'll check once we are in the cockpit, in order to decide about the fuel. And that's it. Okay, let's jump in the cockpit and start with the preliminary cockpit preparation. Here we are. So the preliminary cockpit preparation is done by CM2, which is the first officer for the last 2 years, actually. So let's start with that. We're in a cold and dark cockpit right now. So let's go. Engine masters off. Engine mode selector is normal. Weather radar is off. Wind shear, predicted wind shear switch is set to off. Weather radar gain knob as required. Actually, it's +8 for this series of aircraft. And that's because of several reasons regarding the database that this particular radar has to offer. And the historical data. This kind of radar, as we've seen in various seminars from these guys, has also fitted some historical data regarding the weather, and because of this, it uses that in order to depict on us a very clear picture of the weather ahead. Now, in this older aircraft, because of this historical data, we use +8 until flight level 150, and then we can use a calibrated one here. So let's set it to +8. Radar mode selector, we can set it to weather and turbulence and hazard. Landing gear lever is down. Wipers off, right here. Batteries check and auto. And now we check both batteries to be above 25.5 volt. So battery 1 on, battery 2 on. External power on. So the external power is on, and now we will let the aircraft for 3 minutes to power up and do every test it has to do. So for this reason, now let's go to the EFB and check the briefing. Let's see here. We are flying from London Heathrow to Naples. First of all, let's set and load the aircraft. Actually, we are not going to load the aircraft now. Maybe we will decide for the fuel first. So the call sign is Speedbird 426. It's an Airbus A319 Golf Echo Uniform Oscar Fox. 25th of July 25. We have here the weight, zero fuel weight, takeoff weight, landing weight. Actual time of departure 17:15 UTC. So now we can see here, starting 370, we are going 380 to Raditz, and then again 370 to Desert. That's because of the actual flight plan. If we see here, guys, goes somewhere over Italy. In Italy, the flight levels are not to even and dot between easterly and westerly routes, and it's between southerly and northerly routes. And that's the reason. Anyway, let's proceed. We have here the taxi, the trip, 2 hours and 31 minutes flight time, headwind of 16 knots, and then we see here that it has planned runway 16 left for Fiumicino, which is our alternate, at flight level 280. We have been planned to start down with 3 tons of fuel, and the total reserves are 2.6, which is actually the final reserve plus the destination alternate fuel. The cost index for us today is 20, which more or less every company uses, every airline uses right now for the A320 fleet. Next, we have the summary for some alternates I have chosen, so the dispatch has chosen for us, which is Fiumicino, Bari, Brindisi, and the other one, Catania and Sicily. The diversion percentage should be 0, and then we have some predictions in case we have a change of weight plus minus 1 ton, which is 90 kilos plus, in case we have plus 1 ton more, and 83 kilos minus if it's 1 ton less. And the speed change cost index 0, which is minus 51 kilograms. Nothing significant in order to worry. Now that's the planned weights and the max actual weights. So we have takeoff weight of 64.5 in the plan. We should actually do a preliminary takeoff calculation. Just to be on the safe side, I should mention here, guys, because it's Heathrow. It has very long runways. We are rather light for this flight, so it's gonna be only to be on the safe side. So we know for sure that we will make it. And this was the formal calculation up here. We don't see them right now. We check generally the MSA in the flight just to be sure we are not overflying any high terrain. So the highest here is 13.9 at the Raditz. Now, everything over 14,000 feet MSA should be considered as a high terrain crossing. And for this reason, we calculate some alternates and the ATP between them throughout the route and throughout the time we're flying in high terrain, over high terrain. This is not the case today, so we're gonna see this in a future flight. That's the navlogs here, the wind info, the ATC pipeline we should check anyway to see that everything is correct here. This is correct, 426, 1819, 1715, and then the estimated times. Then we check initially the weather charts to have a general idea of what's going on in our flight today. And as you can see here, the significant weather chart, the low one, valid at 18 Zulu, is a rather interesting one, actually. We have occasional CBs right here in the route, and we have also clear turbulence area. And I can assure you guys, this was the case as I was flying real world today. And in this area, we had a lot of thunderstorms. In the morning as well, which is not the case usually. Usually in the afternoon, we have thunderstorms in the Central Europe and in the Adriatic Sea. However, today, we had a lot of thunderstorms here over Switzerland and in Milano area. And thank God it was not turbulent at higher levels like flight level 370, 380. Let's see now. However, we should expect some jobs over there. And then, after Germany, with a right turn and the southerly heading towards, let's say, Austria and northern Italy, over Venice, to end up Abim Roma and Napoli. And we have an area here with some clouds. Now, as we can see in the high significant weather chart, it's only the occasional CPs here. Here it says actually that the tops are at 310, but I can assure you that few hours before this was not the case. It was above 390. Now, regarding the winds, that's interesting. That's why we have here clear turbulence area. Let's take actually the higher level wind, for instance 340. As you can see, like we have an area of low pressure, a depression over here. The wind is coming from the north, and then it shifts and it's coming from the south. And this is the depression over here. That's why we have significant weather, CBs, and so on. This is an area that we should expect some turbulence over here. We'll see. Anyway, there is no reason to take more fuel about the turbulence. Most probably we'll take some fuel in order to avoid the thunderstorms. Now, let's check individually the weather. We have some segments over here. We have a home segment, severe turbulence forecast above flight level 50 with no change. On Brindisi, we have severe turbulence forecast again above flight level 50 with no change. On Rhine, we have some frequent thunderstorms with top 360, as I told you guys. And in Milano FIR, severe turbulence again forecast above flight level 50. Okay, so it's only on Rhine with the frequent thunderstorms. Now, for the weather individually, the airports, Heathrow, at the time of the publication of the OFP, we had westerly winds, southwesterly winds, 24011, with a variability, scattered clouds, temperature to 5 to an H1019. And this is a general forecast, becoming says at 19 UTC, which is not our case, and it's only the wind shifts towards the west. Now in Napoli, the weather generally is very nice, 200 degrees 10 knots, cavalcade, and we have variable winds 4 knots between 16 and 18, which is not for us today. we are expecting an arrival, let's say here at 1955. Now for the alternate airports, we see Rome that has a good weather, southerly winds. And it says here tempo from 22 to 5 UTC tomorrow, 4 kilometers with showers of rain, which we are not expecting at the time of the arrival in case we have to divert. So we should expect southerly winds with few clouds. Bari as well, it's the same, nothing really significant here, only some wind shifts. Brindisi again the same, with only some wind shifts. And Catania also the same. With that checked, let's see a little bit about the NOTAMs, some fireworks, some restricted areas. The ATC should take care about that as well. Some paints. The NDP is completely withdrawn, not for us today. Some NOTAMs about the runways. Says here from the 1st of August, rehabilitation works on the northern runway. So we're lucky today we have 2 runways, of course. And nothing really significant for the runways in Heathrow. Now for the destination. Some aircraft are suitable for refueling with passengers. Okay, not our case for today. Stop bars are serviceable, not affecting us. Papa November Zulu, we are unserviceable, but it's not affecting us. Even if it goes, we are okay, we will be totally VMC today. Some obstacles. The beacon is unserviceable in the aerodrome. And the monitoring of culvert runway 24 light not available. And any brightness adjustment requested by the pilot will be granted within 15 minutes. Let's hope they will have it in full bright. Fiumicino Airport, again, our alternate is very good. No NOTAMs affecting us. And well, also the same for the alternate airports as far as I can see. So, for these reasons, I would like to choose only some fuel in order to have some turns to the left and to the right in order to avoid any potential thunderstorm. Let's take 20 minutes more. So, 20 minutes more. If the final reserve is 1.1 for 30 minutes, 20 minutes would be about 700 kilograms. For this reason, 9.3 and 700 gives us a total of 10 tons exactly fuel in the tanks. Perfect. So now let's go here, plan fuel. 10 tons, applying load aircraft, and let's go for instant in order to be ready. Okay, with that completed, we should go now for the departure performance, think live weather, think load sheet final, let's say here, runway 27 left, there are no intersection data here. So what we can do actually, we can take here November 3 from 27 left, which is 3,224 meters. Perfect. And with that, we can see that we can go. Perfect. That's what I wanted. So let's continue. Now, we have given the aircraft enough time in order to initialize. Let's go with the rest. NPU fire test. So let's go on the overhead panel, NPU fire test. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Completed successfully. APU later on. We have PCA at the moment. All IR at nav. 1, 2, and 3. ECAM oxygen pressure, hydraulic quantity, engine oil quantity, check. Let's go. ECAM. Oxygen pressure, it says here 1800. Later on, we will get rid of this regulator low pressure once we finish with the preliminary cockpit preparation. Hydraulic quantity, we are going to check it here. This is the upper level, this is the lower level, and all three quantities are within acceptable levels. And engine oil quantity is at 19.5, which is good, actually. We are looking here at the IAE engines for 11 quarts plus minus 0.3 quarts every 1 hour flight. So we're more than good. Flaps 0 and 0, perfect. Speed brake retracted. Accumulator brake pressure check is good. A little bit low. We can anticipate for that later on, switching on the yellow electric car. Parking brake handling is on. And now let's check the cockpit lights. This one here and the overhead. What else we can do actually? Let's go and set the radius panel. Now on the third one, RMP, we set the company frequency to have it in handy in order, in case, actually, I'm sorry guys, we need some. Let's set the other ACPs and RMPs as well. Yeah. Like that. Generally, we make sure that we have a little bit louder VHF1, since this is the main one, and a little bit lower VHF2. And what we use here, actually, everyone uses the on-site IMP and ACP, and if we have to change frequencies, it's going to be from this side, utilizing VHF1, VHF2, or VHF3. Perfect. The ERP has been already initialized. Let's set ground clutter suppression as well on auto. And with that finished, we have the aircraft acceptance right now, which actually requests us to press the recall here and check if it's normal. In any case, the previous crew has made a tech log entry. We should have seen it here. At the moment it's okay, so no worries for us today. Okay, and with that completed, we send the pilot monitoring for the walk around and we continue with the preparation of the aircraft. Now, first things first, let's proceed with the overhead panel. Crew supply on. Let me make it more guys. Crew supply on. Ground control on. TVR test. We wait for this sound. Now, the evacuation command should be only on captain. Cockpit or video on, even though it's not working. Strobe auto. And navigation and logo to 1. See, Today it's 2015, it's an odd day. Seatbelts on, the refueling has already finished, no smoking auto, emergency lights on, cabin pursuit to auto, and if we check now the weather, guys, here, it's rather hot, more or less 26 degrees. Let's put all the temperature selectors over there. Fuel pumps on. Now, that's the dark cockpit philosophy, and then fire tests. First of all, number one, we check all the lights. Perfect. And then number two. Perfect. Everyone is working as it should be. On the right side, again, everything has been set. So we're proceeding with the panel here. Clears it on state. Have this off at the moment. We check the oxygen, both of them. We set the brightness here, and then all the switching is set to normal. We check the outflow valve that it's open, no status messages except the ones we expect to see. Everything here, engine mode selector normal, master switch is off, idle, speed brakes and flaps. We set the transponder to number 2 since the right hand seat member is going to fly. And then we don't have any ATC in Heathrow, but anyway, I'm going to set the real world frequency of Heathrow. First of all, let me log on the VAT stream frequency. So that's it. Connect. Perfect. And now the real world frequency of the 80s in Heathrow is 121.935. Yes. One to 1.935.
Airbus 7 Alpha 6 reducing 160.
Very nice.
For negatory HOTAS.
Oh, we have online ETC, which is 128080. It's the arrival. It's perfect. Why not?
Zero 17 hectares half.
Very nice. It's working. And now let's go to the MCDU in order to set the flight plan. Everything has been completed here. Now, for these guys, I have the Winwing MCDU. So, I'm not going to see the MCDU here, but I'm going to make the entries manually from my MCDU. Very good. So, now we go initially, actually, I'm sorry guys, to the FMGT. We check A319 100. I'm sorry for that. It's gonna be MCDU captain. So the database is valid and active.
Heathrow traffic,
So now we go to the new page initially,
right.
and we set the call sign, speedbird 426. And after that, we go to the ASUS menu, init, and init data request in order to retrieve the data from the SimBrief. If we have, of course, SimBrief plan. It says here Speedway 426 from Heathrow to Napoli, alternating
FF Foxtrot from
towards
Super Zero, I'm already down 150 to sleeping ahead.
Okay.
Just a second, adjust to that.
Now for the 80s,
Thank you very much, sir. See you on the ground.
let's send the request. Let's see what we have here. We'll see, talk about that later on. We have the preliminary once more. And that's the final one with 142 plus 3. Information Delta. Arrival 279, departure 27 left. Transition 70. Data link clearances are available. Perfect. Surface wind 23012. Variability, visibility 10 or more. No clouds detected. 26 QNH 1017. So now let's first of all set the QNH on every side. 1017. Here on the side as well. Let's set this. Yes, door panel. And here also on the ISIS. Very nice. And now let's go again here. Return. We have the weather. Let's go FMGC. Init page initially, init request, and now we will have the flight plan from SimBrief, which we are going to check according to the flight plan. The flight plan we have from the OFP. Very nice. We have here London to Napoli. Alternate is Roma. Speedway 426 is the call sign for us. Post speed exceeds 20. Come on, 20. And we are expecting initial flight level 370. Very good. Now on the init peak we have 200 kilograms of taxi, later on the rest. Plus start reduction later on. In case we need to come back, it's going to be 27 right, which is for arrivals. And now we are going to the flight plan. Expecting departure from 27 left. The departure would be let's see here, deadling to Golf. Very nice. And we check it according to the plate number and the plate. Very nicely set it. Thereafter we have all the flight plan, one by one, Lima 6 to Dover, Upper Lima 9 to Conan, Upper Lima 607 to Kilo Oscar Kilo, Remba, Lirsu, Nombo, Vibo, Nombo, Rudder, Raditz, Tetsan, Nivas, Evuli, Erica. And from Erica, we are expecting the ILS Zulu to 4 with Erica 1 Alpha arrival. Very nice. And the via is going to be Bento. Perfect. As we can see here, we will check it later on as we are approaching. Erica 1 Alpha via Bento. Check for any discontinuities here. We don't have any. Very nice. And then we set the alternate flight plan. So now where to start? Let's see what we have here. We have here the alternate flight plan. We have 01 November from runway to 4. Very nice. Everything excited. Thereafter, Zulu 803 Latina. From Latina, let's select ILS Whiskey 16 left with Latina 3 Alpha. Arrival. The approach via is Texama on that one. And as we can see, Latina 3 Alpha, everything is settled with Texama. Perfect. For our now page now, I'm going to consult that chart, that link to Golf. Says here straight ahead, 1 DME from the India Lima Lima ILS or 2 DME from London. So we are going to tune London or Atlas page. The first one, 113.6. And we will turn left direct to Epson. POR, Epson NDB, I'm sorry. So let's gonna set on both ADF frequencies Epson. And after Epson, with a left turn again, 090 inbound course to Detlink POR. 090 inbound. Perfect. Now for this reason, I'm gonna set here the initial, since I'm flying, POR on my side and ADF on number 1. The same would be for the captain side. And then we are going to decide about the secondary and the engine out. We need to tell them, actually, normally the engine outs in Europe are straight ahead, and that's what they know, all the traffic controllers. So for these reasons, it's gonna be
Heathrow traffic,
Heathrow,
Heathrow 908 Bravo, flight
Heathrow left,
350, final call, Heathrow.
and 269 is the track. Let's say 15 miles, not too much. It's gonna be here, since we have a bug with Phoenix, hold over there. So it's 269, the reciprocal 089, in order to hold towards the airport with right hands. Everything is here. And from here, we are going to select new destination, Heathrow, with ILS 27 right, via Epson, which is on the southern side of the airport. Perfect. And that's what we have here. We are going to climb at, let's say, 5,000 feet. I'm not choosing the lower level because we are light enough and we will reach 5,000 very quickly. And we are going to set the performance page as well with the minimums of 27 height, which are at 278, and the weather, of course, which we have already seen, and that would be transition level 70 initially, wind 23012, temperature is at 26 and 1017 is at QNH. Very nice. Then we are going to set the init B with the preliminary values, which is 0 fuel weight 55.4 and the generic is 0.30. And the block fuel we have here at 10 tons as we start. 65.2 is a takeoff weight. Here we are going to set the thrust reduction at 1000 pkgl. and the acceleration 1500. And let's retrieve the wind data as well. In the meantime, wind data has been retrieved as well. We see here opening 350 and max 378, so we are going to decide once we are clarifying about the final cruising level. We have extra 1.2. The reason is we have set an alternate route, which more or less usually every time is less than the plan, the OFP, and we have taken 700 more. Perfect. And with that out of the way, we are now more or less ready. So let's set here the flight plan. Let's leave the init tool prediction init B page for the final load sheet. Everything on. And now let me check. So let's start the APU. That, wait for 3 seconds. Perfect. APU starting. Now at this point, everyone is inside, so we have the final load sheet. Let's go down here. Let's see both of them. MCDU menu, ASUS, AOC menu, received messages, load sheet. Complies with edition 3, speedway 426, 25th July 25. Heathrow to Napoli, Golf, Echo Uniform, Oscar Alpha 2 by 3. 0 weight 55.4. And we have 142 passengers plus 3. Max 0 fuel weight 30.7. Very nice. The block is 10 tons. Perfect. And we have takeoff weight of 65.2. Let's see here. 65T. So we are going to set here taxi 100. Get 65T. Max takeoff 28.5. So for this reason, right now we are going here. We see 30, 29, approximately 28.5 should give us 0.6 up. We are going to check it with the EFP, and with that completed and accepted, we are good to go. Now we have 65.3, so we are going on the EFP. Think live weather 24010 it says now. It's a new one, I suppose. And it is a new one, 24010, 25 and 1017. Very good. Includes its final 65P and Mach takeoff 28.5 as discussed. And we have in the section November 3 today, just to be on the safe side. November 3 is over here. And with November 3 in mind, we have the takeoff shift, we have flaps 1, which is the optimum. No, total price of flaps 1 and tap 0.5. More or less pretty much close to 0.6 up we have discussed. Flex is 71 and we have 148, 149 and 153 for the speeds. And now everything has been completed. We are good to go. So we will continue with the normal checklist and the cockpit preparation checklist. We have cockpit preparation checklist. Earpiece and covers removed. We should check here that they are inside here and in the walk around, not inside, not outside in the plane. Let's close the door as well. Fuel quantity. Okay, we come here 10 tons and the fuel is balanced. Seatbelts, they are on. ADIRS, ADRS. Nav, here. BAROF QNH 107. QNH 107, cockpit preparation checklist completed. With that out of the way, let's go here. Phoenix, ground services, PCA off in order to set the APU blitz to on. Very nice. External lock. Let's disconnect the GPU as well. And toggle Z-way.
Yeah, low thrust on board of Aerospace runway 25.
And now
Harris and
it would tune down to 1 in order to obtain the clearance. So we are going here, VHF 1, 121.705. Before that, we should do the briefing, of course. And for the briefing now, we should have the pilot monitoring initially, taking every insertion we have done in the MCDU, and starts with the briefing. So we have here deadling to golf departure from runway 27 left. The plate number is 10-3 Delta. Effectivity is at 2nd February 24. Initial flight clearance expected from the ATC. MSA is at 2,200 to the north, 2,100 to the south, from the takeoff direction where we are flying to. Northern below 590, and due to the action with other routes, do not climb above 6,000. We also have a minimum climb gradient of 5% at the left from NDD, which is going to give us minimum 760 to 1,000 feet per minute. And now everything has been checked, and the extra fuel is 1.3 tons for 37 minutes. Perfect. Expected today push back facing to the south, and the taxi for us today is going to be via Alpha, and then either Bravo and some link to Alpha and holding point, or all the way Alpha to the holding point at 7 left. For the engine out, I can set today straight ahead 15 miles, holding there towards the airport, and for the return, it's gonna be ILS 27 right. In case we have something at the airport, in that case, and only in that case, we are going to climb maximum at 2,000 feet with the left turn, mayday call, with emergency landing procedure, and then back for runway 27 left, informing ATC as appropriate. And now, with that completed, we are expecting an above maximum landing weight. But anyway, the flat ground would be more than okay. With that completed, let's say it's completed, we are now ready to get the ATC clearance. Perfect. So let's wait a little bit.
118.505. 18505, who wants to have a good day. Thank you very much.
Uniform, stand 217, cash push started. Lufthansa 1 uniform, Heathrow ground, 217.
Let's see.
Start approved, face south.
Approved, take down, one uniform.
Heathrow ground, good evening, sir. Speedbed 426 information, Delta Airbus A319, stand 512, QNH 1017, requesting ATC clearance.
Speedbed 426, contact Heathrow delivery 121.980.
Perfect. 121.980, speedbed 426. See you later. Bye.
Heathrow ground, Charlie Foxtrot 1938, you're in Personnel 172, parking, install 605, British taxi with information Delta on board.
Locked. Speedbed 182, after the company A350 crosses your right to left on.
Heathrow delivery, good evening, sir. Speedbed 426, Airbus A319 on stand 512, information Delta, QNH 1017, requesting ATC clearance to Naples.
Speedbed 426, hello, clear to Napoli, Detling to Golf departure, squawk 7016.
To destination Napoli, Detling to Golf departure, squawk 7016, speedbed 426.
Speedbed 426, correct.
Perfect. So now we check, we have Detling to Golf 7016 on the squawk. And this one goes to on. Actually, it goes to auto due to a bug in the ground for Phoenix. It goes to on right now. That's correct. And now, more or less, we are ready. And for that case, we will report ready and request for pushback. Speedbed 426 ready for startup. Request start.
Stand by. Speedbed 426, hold position and contact ground 121.705. Goodbye.
Holding position to 1705, Speedbed 426. Thank you very much. Have a nice afternoon. Okay, let's prepare the aircraft for pushback and departure.
United 263, contact Heathrow Tower 118.505.
Heathrow Tower 118.505.
118505.
Speedbed 30, contact Heathrow Tower 118.505.
118.505.
Speedbed 86, maximum ready for taxi. Speedbed 86, Mike November, taxi left Bravo, hold lucky. Left Bravo, hold lucky, Speedbed 86, Max November.
Heathrow ground, hello again, Speedbed 426 and 512, requesting push and start.
Speedbed 426, Heathrow ground, hello again, stand 512, start approved, face south.
Push and start approved facing south, Speedbed 426. And with that, we are 22 minutes late, so it's gonna be on the crew. Unfortunately, the delay, we should report that with the Phoenix. Late crew arrival. What can we do, guys? It's summer. We are flying minimum of aircraft per day. If it's short walk, it should be more than 2.
Lufthansa 1 uniform taxi left.
So it's gonna be on that. Now,
That's not all the whole
they are lifting the aircraft out. And we are waiting for the pushback. Facing south on taxiway Alpha. And we have to remove the chokes. Perfect.
Release parking brakes, please.
And release the parking brakes. Parking brake release.
All engines clear.
Starting the
Start
time.
wheel.
And although it says all engines clear, we should wait until we are clear, well clear of the white line over there and start the turn in order to start the end. Sequence would be 2, then 1. We start number 2 first for obvious reasons, and number 2 gives us the hydraulic pressure for the parking bay. So, perfect. Now both engines are clear. Sequence 2, then 1. Perfect.
So ground to cover front on stand. Excellent. You have a great night. Bye.
Starting gets in 2, and let's set this to the initial
November 1 uniform.
limitation of 6,000 MCDU.
Flight 505 is also 1 uniform. Enjoy your weekend.
And so we forgot the before start checklist. Happens many times. Let's do it now. Before start checklist. Parking brake. Now release. Takeoff speed and thrust. We have 148, 149, 153, flex 71. 148, 149, 153, flex 71. Windows, close. We check for the red seal over there. And on the captain side, close.
Foxtrot 1928, squawk
And
170.
beacon, that's where we should. Checklist, beacon now is done. If we didn't have it done, the ramp agent will inform us about that.
Thank you both for the
Anyway, sorry for that, guys. Now the checklist has been completed. Nice. Number 2 is available, starting 1. Number 1 is clear. Starting 1.
Charlie Foxtrot 19028, contact Heathrow Tower 118.505.
Contacting Heathrow Tower 118.505. Enjoy your weekend, Charlie Foxtrot 1928.
About 86 Mike November, contact Heathrow Tower 118.505.
118.505. Should 86 Mike November.
The program is the Foxtrot Letter Hotel at staff to let through information that's available for push.
About 6 Charlie Tango, contact Heathrow Tower 118.505.
18505 is domestic, Charlie Tango.
Qatari 45 Romeo, contact Heathrow Tower 118.505.
118.505. Decide 45.
The Santa 9 Hotel Heathrow Ground and 235, push and start approved face south.
Let's check that.
Face south, Letter Hotel.
We have a solid 41, 26 FPS, which is good at the moment.
1337.
And we start the chrono, the
1337, left echo, hold echo 1.
minimum time for idle.
Left echo, hold
Number
echo 1.
2, number 1 is available.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Now, some operators have chosen to do the flight controls once standing before the taxi. Other operators have chosen to do it while taxiing outside of congested areas. Today, and since we are in a single pilot operation, I will choose to perform the flight controls test standing here before taxi. Fair enough, guys. I hope you understand. It's gonna be the after start time in the after checklist.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Left and right is clear. Let's look at here as well. And this is a lady with the pin. So after start, flaps 1. And it's gonna be pilot flying engine mode selector, APU bleed, and APU. In the pilot monitoring should be PVXR, rudder trim, flaps 1 is setting roughly here looking 28.5, and then a little bit hitting there. 0.5 up. And if the status is illuminated here, we should check the status. Completed after start checklist. After start checklist, let's see, at the eyes, not required, it's off. Here comes status, check. Pitch stream. We set a fuel prediction page, CG 28.5. 28.5. And rudder trim, it's neutral. Very nice. After start checklist completed, flight controls. Go ahead. Pull up.
Juliet,
Pull down.
442,
Neutral.
taxi to runway 27.
Pull left.
Juliet, Tango
Right.
0442,
Neutral.
Brian Sierra, hold it
Right.
at D in
Go
contact
ahead.
tower 118.505.
Pull right. Neutral. Flight
up.
controls at right side.
Hold up.
Pilot monitoring.
Hold it, messy. Messy, okay. Understood. Taxi by
After the flight controls, max.
Sierra, hold up.
Then we have the takeoff briefing confirmation. We are going to do it.
Service 442, that's
after
correct. And monitor Heathrow Tower
we obtain the taxi clearance.
118.505. Monitor Heathrow Tower 118.505.
Request taxi.
Finnair 1337.
There is a lot of traffic today.
After Echo 1,
As
it's
usual in
Echo
Heathrow.
Alpha to hold at Lowman.
Speedbird 426 request taxi.
Echo 1, 1337.
Speedbird 46 Alpha, hold short of Echo.
Alpha hold short echo, speedbird 426. Perfect. We have the
Skyway
captain
2,
as well.
correction, Skyways 151 is ready to start, stand 223.
Hi, Cap.
Skyways 151, stand 223, push approved.
Captain
safety.
to send you. Clear left,
Push start brief.
clear right,
Skyways 151.
and we continue. Alpha all the way.
Two sessions at once there.
Before it goes also call out. Brake check versus 0. Not to check it here, the best is 0.
Ready to start.
By that, check that the normal
Speedbird
rating and the
360,
gate
start
system is operating.
514, push
This one is
approved.
indicating the yellow system over here.
Push approved, face south.
Well, that's it. Let's set both iPads to flight mode. Perfect. Also the captain side.
Understand, posting offer, clearing.
Very nice. Let's that
Once
flip.
we've had clearance, then via VDC.
iPad. And for taxing, guys, I'm using the IIDB Tiller, which is a perfect product. It's as close as we have.
Service 442, monitor
The only thing
Heathrow
that
Tower
they realize
118.505.
It's better, it's that it's more stiff than this one, but for the feeling,
Thanks.
while turning, it's the best product, for sure. Now, the taxi is all the way to Alpha, until we reach the section November 10, where we are going to turn left until we find Echo.
Speedbird 107,
Taxi
recalling
way.
Heathrow ground.
It's gonna be here, all the way, here to the left, until Echo. Perfect. That's it. We should keep an eye outside.
Finnair 1337,
That's a
monitor
bed.
Heathrow Tower 118.505. Goodbye.
We
Oh,
forgot
right,
to
0.05,
talk about that
157.
Quito.
Just
We are
confirm
going to
monitor,
dock
please.
here. Actually, during taxi.
Monitoring, yes.
So, the pets,
1137.
it's gonna be the congested space in the congestion all the way to Heathrow Airport. We keep an eye on that.
USA
When it gets look outside
ready
and
for
always adhere to the ATC instructions. Of course, they have a better pitch, so they know.
3, stand 237, push approved, face south.
And actually, that's what I'm gonna say.
Push and start approved,
Nothing
face south.
else.
USA 113.
Next to the left, we are outside.
Boeing 787
Clear left side.
number 313, requesting stop.
Now we start the turn a little bit earlier.
Set squawk 77
You know, do not deviate.
stand 313 push approved into the
Next time it's
Romeo
gonna be
cul-de-sac.
better, guys, I promise.
Can you say again, please? Because I was busy with the squawk number.
Cabin is secure,
Qantas 10, no worries, I set the
so
squawk by
we check the engine
stand 313
oil
push
temperature
approved
above
into
55,
the Romeo cul-de-sac.
50,
So
so
it'll be fin south.
takeoff config.
Okay, push and stop approved. Facing south.
Heathrow Ground, this is the Papa Niner Hotel ready for attack.
Lufthansa Diner Hotel, Lima, hold Lima 1 and monitor Heathrow Tower 118.505.
Lima, Hotel Lima 1, monitor tower 118.505, Lufthansa Niner Hotel.
Ground Skyway, so 151 ready taxi.
We
Guys,
also have more
151 Bravo
than
to
10
Lockheed
minutes.
Monitor the Tower 118.505. Goodbye.
Very nice.
Bravo to Lockheed Monitor 118.705. Ready taxi, set Skyway 151.
Just confirm 118.505.
118.505, apologies, Skyway 151.
London Heathrow Ground, New Delhi, Sattavai, and CEO, IIDB Frankfurt, and 47 Echo.
Lufthansa 510, hello, clearance sent via PDC.
Right, and
Speedbird 426, continue on Alpha, hold at Lowman.
Continue Alpha, hold at Lowman, speedbird 426. So guys, now we have to continue on Alpha, and there is a point called Loma on Alpha.
Heathrow Ground, good day, Speedbird
So,
97
we
Whiskey
continue all the
509,
way
information
back
echo,
here.
we're at AC20 Neo, QNH
All the way
101, to,
Hold at Loma.
Speedbird 97 Whiskey, hello, I've just sent your clearance via
And that's
PDC.
it.
Roger that, cleared by the Brooklyn Park 7 Golf departure, squawk 2157, initial climb 6000, Speedbird 97 Whiskey.
That's correct.
So now, confirmation briefing.
Quiet everybody.
I'm expecting
Copy that, Speedbird 97 Whiskey.
the deadline to cockpit position of 27 left, set ahead percent to the left. If we look at capabilities, it's gonna be 2 DME from London. You are with the left air direct 70B. In the format is immediate
Your initial
approach.
climb is 6,000.
Those grade 65 to now, and focus on that way. Flaps 1, flex 7-1. I have set 6,000 initial blue, speeds 148,153. Check. Okay.
Heathrow Ground, shuttle 1336, type
Taxi
A321 Neo,
Please have
stand
taxi
515, good evening.
Flight control.
Requesting clearance to
Flaps
Newcastle.
setting. Conf 1. Flaps F.
1336, hello, I sent your clearance via PDC.
Radar predicted wind shear. We should turn them on
Heathrow
later.
Ground, shuttle 1336, roger.
Engine mode selector. Normal. And click a memo. Take off no blue. Normal. Take off no blue. This one would be for us.
Speedbird 46, monitor Heathrow Tower 118.505. Goodbye.
Monitor Heathrow Tower 18505, Speedbird 426. Thank you very much for everything. Have a nice afternoon. So that was for us.
360, ready to taxi. Speedbird 360, second left on Alpha, hold at.
And our holding point
Skyway
should be
151.
Leone.
So don't
Don't
say
have
one,
a
Hello, hold November Bravo 1.
After Roma.
Bravo 1, Skyway 151.
So it's a beam on the other aircraft there to the left. That's where we should hold on Alpha.
Charlie Foxtrot 1908, best forward speed.
And I can see a couple of heavies over there in the holding point. So let's see the wake turbulence separation that they would call.
Descend 9 ahead, Hotel 340 with 10 knots from 27 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 27 left, what's not better auto?
There's Loma. Yeah. Go, parking brake on. Switch off the lights and wait
Takeoff at 1928,
for
minus
the tower to call us.
Unicon, Charlie Foxtrot 1928, goodbye.
We have Unicorn as well.
United 263, Descend 340 with 10 knots from 27 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 27 left, United 263.
Now, let's see. We are waiting at Loma for all the other aircraft. What do we have there? Lots of aircraft, actually.
Today 6, Mike, November, Descend 240 with 10 knots from 27 left, cleared for takeoff.
We looked at a drift check off through the 86 Mike, November, runway 27 left.
133, turn behind departing BA426 by November, Bravo 2, Whiskey Liner, runway 27 left behind.
Behind departing British Airways runway 2, line up runway 27 left via London 1 Bravo 2 Whiskey, with 1237.
A lot of traffic today, and I should download something actually in order to depict them correctly. I will see. There's another one lining up right now. Let's wait. Let's wait.
Sorry, 45 runway behind departing CNS 350 by November, Bravo 2 Echoes, line up runway 27 left behind.
Line up to settle it behind departing side. Good night,
1337, Descend 240 with 10 knots from 27 left, clear for takeoff.
And the Qatar.
Clear for takeoff to somewhere left, 1237.
Tower USA 113 with you, holding short Bravo at Lima.
Guys, most probably he said to you monitor. Monitor the tower. Monitor.
United 263, Monetti, Unicom, bye-bye.
Money, goodbye, 263.
Today 6, Mike, November, Monetti, Unicom, bye-bye.
Unicom, bye-bye. Today is 5 November.
Let's see if he forgot us. But 100% the instruction was to monitor tower and hold at Loma. That's the reason why
45 Bravo, citizen
Why
6
we
was
take
with
more
10 knots,
fuel
runway 27 left, clear
once
for
we are
takeoff.
flying to and from Heathrow to anticipate with the long taxi times. There's another one over there, waiting.
Default Sierra Alpha 113, Heathrow Tower. Silk 113 at Heathrow Tower.
USA 113.
Uniform Sierra Alpha 113, are you able November Bravo 3?
Stand by.
Speedbird 426 by November Bravo 3, line up runway 27 left.
Via November Bravo 3, line up to 7 left, speedbird 426. Good evening, sir.
USA 113 can do November Bravo 3.
USA 113, I'll roger.
Okay.
137 contact.
Line up and wait.
119.730.
19.730.
We are line up and wait. There is no need for the weather radar. Let's put the
Charlie
on.
45 Romeo, contact
Copy, good.
Heathrow
Okay,
Direct, so
for the pass.
119.730. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Next one is November Bravo 3. The U bleed and pack zone. The U bleed off.
151 by November Bravo 1, line up runway 27 left, caution, 1 intersection departure ahead. 27, copy traffic, Skyways 151.
And we'll have the line up checklist.
Speedbird 426, surface wind 240 degrees, 10 knots, runway 27 left, clear takeoff.
27 left, clear for takeoff, speedbird 426. And quickly now, line up checklist, takeoff runway 27 left, 7 left, tickets TAIA, packs 1 and 2, they are both on. Line up checklist completed.
Speedbird at 360 behind the departing disregard.
Takeoff fuel 9640 and rolling takeoff. Manual Flex 71, SRS, runway, auto thrust blue. Check.
And Bravo Alpha
That's
360 behind the departing gate 320. Line up runway at 27 left by November Bravo 3 behind.
100 knots, check.
Line up 27 left by November Bravo 3 behind Bravo Alpha 360.
P1, rotate. Pick up slowly, perfect. Positive climb, gear up.
Skyways 1.
Gear up,
1.
15 degrees.
40 degrees, 10 knots.
Check.
Runway 27 left.
Gear up,
Takeoff.
autopilot 2.
Clear takeoff 27.
Check.
Skyways 151.
Now we monitor the departure to DME left.
Targeting Speedbird 6439 miles, 27 right. Speedbird 643, Heathrow Tower, 2220 degrees, 10 knots, runway 27 right, clear to land.
Thrust climb, bottom.
Split land, 27
Check.
right, Speedbird 643.
And
USA 113, taxi hold,
Climb.
point November Bravo
Check.
to Echo via Bravo and Alpha.
November Bravo 2 Echo for USA 11.
now there's going for one. Set to auto.
Sorry, low start to uniform.
To uniform Heathrow Tower. Roger.
Flap 0, speed check.
Yeah, low one please, mate. Beaver 360, steps 220 degrees, 10 knots, runway 27 left, clear takeoff.
That's what happened. At least it was only the lights, nothing really important.
Beaver 426, contact Heathrow Direct 119.730, bye-bye.
119.730, speed 426. Thank you, sir. Bye bye.
Shuttle a 1236, final.
Heathrow Director, good evening, speed 426.
2426, Heathrow Director, hello, climb now, flight level 180.
Climb now 180, speed 426. So climb now Heathrow means climb unrestricted. For this reason, open climb 18,000 blue. And transition, set standard. Standard. Cross check. Now passing flight level 65. Now.
Heathrow Director's guide
Check.
151 with you maintaining 5,000 around on level spot. Airways 151, Heathrow Director, hello, climb now, flight level 140.
And we are going to leave the open climb until it passes dead link. You are either that or we come here on the MCDU and we erase every constraint until dead link. From now on, since I'm on the cycle pilot, the easiest thing to do is to climb with open climb.
Heathrow Director, good evening, Speedway 529, level 130, Rockford 1 Hotel, 321 Neo, information echo. Speedway 529, Heathrow Director, hello, squawk 623.
And now we are going directly to deadlink VOR 0980.
Speedway 426, unfortunately nothing further, Unicom 122.8, good evening.
Perfect.
Speedway 426, nothing further, monitor Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
22.8, speed 426. Thank you very much for everything. Have a nice evening.
Bye, break, Speedbird 529, thank you.
22.8.
Descend, flight level 70, level by outcome. Flight 70, level by outcome, Speedbird 529.
Speedbird 360, passing this flight level, passing 5,500 feet.
Now that everything has been completed, let's proceed with the 10,000 feet check. Right now, the map, let's see, I'm not seeing any turbulence. Let's check it thoroughly. Let's say 370, which is the final. And there is no turbulence, so it's everything. Sequence off. Airport, clear up now. We are gonna leave the secondary until we are in the top of climb. We also note down the fuel in order to write it down in the navlog, which nowadays we are using electronic navlogs. And we write it down over there. Now, Unicorn is supposed that we have positive control identification from the radar, and he clears us to flight level 370. Yes, you're up in 350. Yeah, let's go with 350 flight. So,
Flyer 1769 located
flight level 350 blue, and also on the MCDU We set here B50 is fine. And with that completed, we are now climbing unrestricted to B50. Very nice. Very nice, guys. I'm happy with that. Now, during the cruise, of course, and once we are climbing, we should check for every potential airport with the weather in case we have to divert somewhere. We usually choose airports that we are long enough, with long runways, I mean, with good weather conditions and according and taking in mind the reason of diversion, we also look airports that the company is going as a normal destination. And apart from that, airports that have support for, let's say, a medical diversion or so on. With that completed, we continue to the top of climb. Then I'm gonna leave you guys, and we will talk again once we are approaching the descent with the descent preparation. Now, for the moment, as I can see some clouds over there, I can switch on the weather radar. However, in this version of Phoenix, it's not showing anything. We can go to calibrate, but unfortunately, it doesn't show anything. Let's leave it as it is and we'll see. And for the arrival, we're expecting arrival at 20:39 UTC. Let's see if we have some shortenings for the ATC. Otherwise, we are 40 minutes late. Let's see. And now that we are already past deadly, we can set manage climb. So climb. Now there are some clouds over there. Let's hope we will be well above them. And now the optimum has become flight level 0. For this reason, we will request 370 as initially calculated from the series. So, speedbirds 4 to 6 request 3705. Roger speedbird 4 to 6 from the climb 370. Climb 370 speedbird 4 to 6. Flight level 370 blue. And I'm seeing that guys in my Winwing MCDU. Look, flight level 370, so we are climbing 370. There's a bug over there. It should write new cruise altitude 370. Anyway, And now, as we're approaching the cruising altitude, 37,000 feet, the cruising phase pretty much involves avoiding weather if very so during the cruise, expecting some potential shit. Doing fuel checks, which should be done every 1 hour maximum, and checking the aircraft systems periodically according to the procedures. The first one should be done if nothing else happens at alt cruise on the pilot fly, and then periodically. With that completed, we're approaching, as we've said, the cruising altitude. Now let's see. For the last 1,000 feet, we should keep maximum 1,000 feet per minute vertical speed until the level off. Now, if we see that this vertical speed is less than 1,000 feet per minute, we leave it as it is. The reason for that is for any traffic above us, in order not to trigger a TCAS TA initially and direct thereafter. So, approaching 1,000 to go, check, mark vertical speed plus 1,000, check. Alt start, check. And mark alt cruise, check. TCAS below, copy active, and now the system's checked. Perfect. So pretty much everything looks very good and within limits. Now it's the time on the next waypoint to perform the fuel check. And with that completed as well, we have more or less a good 750 miles to go over to Napoli. So now guys, I'm gonna leave you and enjoy the cruise phase, and I will be again with you before the descent with the preparation of the approach in the descent phase. See you guys. Well, here we are again, guys. After almost 2 hours flight, we are approaching our top of descent. It's at 86 miles now. And it's a good time to start preparing for our arrival and approach in Naples. For this reason, we are going actually to retrieve now the 80s. As I can see, there is no active ATC. So for that reason, we are going to choose AOC menu and then weather. Weather request and Napoli, method, yes, send. And now, anytime now, we'll get weather data from Napoli. So as we can see, the weather is 0.05 knots, the variability of 3.0 have okay, 33 degrees QNH 1010. With that in mind, we set the QNH here on the ISIS, and then we proceed with the final itself, taking every point and so on. For that, we will go, and we are expecting the Erika 1 Alpha arrival. Every point, thereafter is Pazoo, between 130 and 170. Roman November 671, speed 220, head above 11,000. Roman November 664, head above 110. Roman of actually Upo, head above 100. Aldaf between 110 and 1000. Buffet, enter above 7,000. Palku, max to 10, enter above 7,000. Roman November 7 to 7, enter above 7,000. And Bento, 7,000 or above, speed 200. And with that, we will transition to the ILS Zulu 24. And from Bento, we have Roman November 714, Max 185, 5,200. 185, 5,200. Uruk, head above 3,910. And then continue the track 235, which is final approach track. CI 24 Zulu, head above 3,310. Then to FI 24 Zulu, and 2,200. This one is a final descent point. Minus 3.3 degrees to the glide, steeper than normal approach. Down to minimums. Just to go around, it's gonna be an go around with the left there, Roman November 706, and speed 185. Further left, Roman November 711, again 185. And right there, or level, speed 200. And left again, Listia, speed 200, and above 5,000. Going there. So, the initial climb is at 5,000. At nav page, I will set some radio navigation points in case we lose our nav capabilities. So I'm gonna set Naples here, 110.95, and Sorrento as discussed, 112.2, and 160 Sorrento. Then the ILS India November Papa Lima 109.5, which is correct. India primary. Now for the minimums. I'm expecting with missed approach climb gradient of 5%, 540. And for the weather, 0405, 33 degrees, 1010. With this to NH, transistor should be 95, more or less. The contrary, I will set the Arnab runway before. Arnab Zulu, runway before, Arnab Zulu. Or Bento. And the minimums for Arnab Zulu to 4. El Navinav minimum 69 against the country. With everything of this completed, we calculate actually the landing performance, arrival performance, or dial, refresh method, applying method, and for the landing rate, 8.7, 59.1. Let's set a little bit more. 59.5. Low auto brake, idle no reverse, manual landing, plus full auto thrust on. And it gives us a factor landing distance of 2,500 meters almost, according to the AIP and the airport briefing. We should use the Poland way, so without reverse, as it is, and vacate, according to my research, to the right via hotel, and proceeding to stand number 71. This is because most probably this is a night stopover flight. So the crew is gonna leave the aircraft and proceed there to the hotel. That's the reason they park a remote stand. Expecting a tailwind, and with that again completed, we are ready now for the briefing. So I said to the pilot monitor, check my entries. You check the entries, and he starts with the briefing. So I'm seeing Erica 1 Alpha departure, correction, arrival, plane number 10-2, effective 19 January 24. MSA at the airport, 9,000, actually 8,400. Highest obstacle, overhead Erica almost at 7,300. Every point with the restriction according to the speed that the altitude has been checked. And then ILS Zulu 24 on the plane 11-3, effective as of 8th of September 22. MSA as discussed, 8,400, highest obstacle. Now to the left of Bento at 5,300. Deep approach, 3.3 degrees. Stabilized and fully configured according to this approach at 1,500, 1,300 is over 1,800 to be on the safe side. The Guarano Roman November 706185. Roman November 711185. Right. Oleva, speed 200. And left, Whiskey, speed 205,000. Extra fuel, 1.4 tons per 1 minute. Okay, expecting a modified approach actually, not decelerated nor early stabilized. Final descent point actually at Uruk, I will be with flaps 2 and speed 160. And then start the descent and configure the aircraft at 6 miles with gear down and the rest. I reverse, auto brake low, packet to the right the runway, let's discuss proceed stand 71. No other special supplementary considerations for the tests, if you see any. Okay, it's gonna be the steep arrival, the approach. For this reason, the mitigation test, you already told me, speed 160 at 2, flaps 2. Lightweight aircraft anyway. And the high terrain in the area. For this reason, terrain on MD on my side, and it's gonna be covered okay, so terrain on MD on your side. Well, let's switch on now. Oh, and nothing else on my side. Looks like it's completed. Okay, in order to make it now more interesting, let's assume that we have ATC, and it will give us some shortcuts in order to plan ahead and to always check what we're going to do with the energy management. And with that out of the way, verify multiple descent, so requesting descent. The 46 request descent. Speed the 46, also says that descent flight level 230. Start descent 230, speed the 46. Speed descent using flight level 230 blue. And you have control, I'm out for the PA. Ladies and gentlemen, very good evening from the flight deck once more. We've just started our descent towards Naples Airport. The estimate on the ground the next approximately 30 minutes from now. So, the weather conditions there, the last reports we have currently very nice. Clear skies at the airport, ground temperature as far as 33 degrees Celsius scale, rather cold. From the flight deck, as well as from the cover of the call crew, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you very much for coming with us today and to wish you a very pleasant stay now. Have a nice evening. But I have control, you have control. Now, first I take. Now, the only thing we have to do is to concentrate on the arrival. So, don't go stop. And that's it. Let's think what? Now for this arrival, we need to monitor very good the track miles we have to land according with the altitude we are. And now let's proceed to the approach chart. Pazub is between 170 and 130. So let's with constraint. Number is very good. However, just for the situational awareness sake, we will check the weather in our alternate as well. Raw. And now in Roma, the weather is also perfect. Saturday winds come at 28 degrees. And now we are good to go. Perfect. Okay, we're on the safe side now. Pazoo says between 170 and 130. So let's assume the ATC clears us for the arrival. Speedway 426 clear for the Erica 1 Alpha arrival, descent to initial flight level 130. Clear Erica 1 Alpha arrival, descent 130, Speedway 426. For this reason, in order to be on the safe side, energy-wise, I prefer to clear Pazoo at 130 on the lowest side of the restriction, and then even if I have to fly straight and level, it's gonna be okay. At least I will be on the safe side. For this reason, let's go open descent. Just started open descent, and level 130 blue. It's getting a little bit back over here. So let's switch seatbelts on all the way down for the landing. Now, in order to build Bazooka 130, we are way too tight. We need to lose 12,000 feet, so more or less 35 miles. For this reason, since I'm not speed limited, I will increase a little bit the rate of descent. Speed selected, 300. Okay. Very nice. The next constraint I have is flight level 110 and max 220 at the Roma November 671. Let's see if we can make that happen. And now the ATC clears us after Roman November 644 to Puppet, thereafter to Bento. So November 644 actually, Puppet. Puppet. Oh, nice. That works very well. Puppet, perfect. And thereafter is gonna be Bento. We are still too high for a direct. We are 26 miles from the airport. And since we'll see if we can make above 130 at Brazil, let's descend flight level 110. River 426, descend to 110. River 426, descending 110. Flight level 110. Blue. And now, let's send the speed manage. Let's extend the speed brakes. Half. And let the plane decelerate. Let's do the exit bit. We are on 122.8 in order to report the Honeycomb, Napoli. Napoli traffic, good evening, speedbird 426, proceeding to Bento for the ILS Zulu runway 24, will report on final. Napoli. Very nice. Actually, we are not gonna need the speed brake anymore at the moment. Speedbird 426, descent, well, 7,000 feet. After Kuffet, proceed to Bento, clear for the ILS Zulu runway 24 to NH1010. Descend 7,000 to NH1010. After Kuffet, Bento, clear ILS Zulu runway 24. Speedbird 426. Okay. The grenades. I cannot see it like that. Grenades 1010. Cross check. Leaving 11,800. Now. Check. 10,000 feet 6. Organic lights on. Send the ILS. Send ILS. Observe now. GPS primary. ILS identified. 10,000 feet 6 completed. Perfect. Approach checklist. Approach checklist. Bar F. QNH 1010. QNH 1010. Seatbelt on. Perfect. Minimum. Bar 540. Auto brake. Low. Engine mode selector. Normal. Approach checklist completed. So we have Cooper and Bento. Let's see. Cooper and Bento, confirm. And now we are way to fly again. So for this reason, initially flaps 1. Speed check. Flaps 1. Speed selected 200. Max 200, so let's say 180. Let the aircraft decelerate, and then after Bento, max 200, it's 5,200 on normal November 714. We can see the mountains as well. Flaps 2, speed check. Flaps 2. We can see the city of Napoli. And now a little bit of seat brake in order to get this. Okay, Bento, we will be above 7,000. We are clear for the ILS, so initially 5,200 at the Omen November 714. Maximum speed there, over there is 185. To the left, now straight ahead, we can see Mount Vesuvius. Runway is inside, speed brake still on. Then we can see Uruk 3,910. Lock blue. Lock. And now we have glass lock blue that we dual AP1 plus 2. Glass lock star. Perfect. What's that speed?
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for landing.
What's that speed? Coming into for landing. Perfect. Glide slope. $5,000 blue. And speed managed.
2,500.
I alive. Napoli traffic, speedbird 426, ILS Zulu 248 established 10 miles, Napoli. Grenades now 1011. Napoli Tower, good evening. Speedbird 426, ILS Zulu, runway 248 miles. Good evening, Speedbird 426, going via between knots, runway 24, clear to land. Runway 24, clear to land, Speedbird 426. Perfect. The speed now is going very nice. Accelerating. There is Mount Vesuvius. I will add 2 knots in the approach. It's 5 to 3 knots. We are still waiting to light.
2,500.
Gear down. Gear down. Cabin crew, prepare for landing. Thank you. Flaps steady, speed check. Flaps steady, flaps full. Speed check, flaps full. And landing checklist. Landing checklist, stick camera. Landing no blue. Landing checklist completed. Clear to land. Very nice approach over the city. The airport is situated in the middle of the city, I would say. Vacating is gonna be to the right.
$1,000.
Stabilize. And now it's about time to take over the plane and fly manually the ILS. So, autopilot off. There was a stabbing over there. Small movements.
100 above. 500. Minimum.
Cutting. Slightly from the right, variable widths. A little bit below the glide.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. Drive.
Spoilers. Reverse screen and D7. vacating to the right later on. Next to the right, 70 knots. Manual braking. Very nice. Start the timer. 3 minutes. And let's select stand 21, vacating to the right. Correction, stand 71. Sorry guys. So runway is vacated. I'm gonna be a little bit low here. Because I'm alone here in the cockpit. We cannot find 71. Let's see.
Napoli traffic, Tomjet 5, Golf,
Anyway.
Yankee captured, localizer established, descending with the glide currently on a 10.5 mile
Starting the
final,
APU.
Tomjet 5, Golf, Yankee.
It's off. We can switch on. And now we turn to the right. And again to the right, and it's gonna be the first stop. Let's go very slow. Starting the APU, of course. So guys, this is how we fly this kind of approaches. I mean the one with steeper glide than normal. We always try to be early, not early stabilized, I would say, but something in the middle. This is a good compromise, which equals to the weight. Sometimes if we are way too heavy, we need to go even earlier. But generally, this is how we do it. Now, let's go to the stand. For the after landing checklist, just give me 2 more seconds. Looks like there is not a parking here, it's all scenery. So I'm sorry for that, guys. That's the reason why I couldn't find. Let me check from outside. Unfortunately, there is no parking over here. What can we do? Now we can stop to the left, enter the apron. We will continue to the engine test facility. 3 minutes elapsed. APU is available. So single engine taxi procedure. Engine 2 shutdown, confirm. Number 2
Napoli
confirm.
traffic, Tomjet 5, Golf, Yankee on a 4 mile short final.
And
ILS
electric
24,
pump.
Tomjet 5, Golf,
Auto.
Yankee Napoli traffic.
Electric pump is working. Now, normally I would go to the right across the runway. Since I have switched off one engine, it's not a good practice to do. And apart from that, there is traffic over there. Look, landing on the runway. So we'll continue to apron 2. Let's see, stand 66 and 67 looks promising. Do we have them? No. Okay. Stand 66 is very good for us. We have a marshaller over there. So let's go over there. Very nice, stable approach. All the procedures as they should be. I'm just only apologize that I didn't do a good briefing in the beginning. Thus, giving a break, guys, it was and it is my first video. Please feel free to make any comments about the video, and I will be more than happy to discuss with you guys and to hear any suggestions from you. Now, turning to the stand, a little bit of thrust over there. Lights off. APU bleed on. Parking brake on, yellow electric pump auto. Cabin crew, doors to disarm and crossing. And APU bleed and APU available, shutting down number 1. Perfect. Switch off this CDUs. And now the rest, 2000 standby. And we have all the fuel pumps to off. And now, apart from that, flight disarm and one below 10%. So for the slides, the beacon and the seatbelt.
The boarding requested.
And request the boarding as it should be. And parking checklist. Parking checklist, parking brake or chocks. Parking brake set. Chocks in place. Engines off.
Passengers bus is coming.
Wing lights off. Communication. Fuel pumps off. Parking checklist completed. Tunnel power on. APU bleed off. PCA on. And APU off. Now that we're deboarding the passengers. Let's switch
Passengers
on again
deboarding
the
starting.
devices. And let's proceed with the securing checklist, which implies both the captain, switch off the IRSs, first officer is the crew supply, the signs and the emergency exit lights. And if the APU is off and the flap is closed, wait for that. Passengers start boarding. Happy passengers, of course they should be. They are coming to vacation in Napoli. I would be as well. We'll check also the company message. It should be the arrival time. Arrival message 2043. Perfect. Well, with that completed, we discussed everything. APU is off. Flap is off. Securing the aircraft checklist. Securing the aircraft checklist. Rocket off. Emergency exit light off. EFBs, we'll turn them off later on. And the rest should be the dome light. So let's switch on the torch. External power and the battery. And with that completed, we conclude the flight. Passengers are still deboarding the aircraft. So guys, thank you very much once more for watching the video. Again, feel free to comment. Any comment will be more than welcome. See you with the next video very soon. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.